Breaking news. No one expected this. A surprising trade could happen in Vegas. The fans are excited after the latest defeat, and something needs to be done soon. There is a possibility for the Raiders to choose Caleb Williams. Let's see how that is possible. But before we continue, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Only here you will have the latest Raiders news carefully selected by our team. After all, Aidan O'Connell is not the answer at quarterback in Las Vegas. That judgment wasn't made after just one game. But if the Raiders finish 2023 with more performances from O'Connell like the one we saw on Sunday against the Vikings, a 3-0 disaster, something will need to be done about it. And on DraftKings, in its latest NFL mock draft, there is a possibility that the Raiders will make a bold trade, move up to first place, where they should choose Caleb Williams. The move would certainly be an old-fashioned, Raider-style trade, the Ted Hendricks or Daryl LaMonica kind that Al Davis once made. Between Jimmy Garoppolo and Aidan O'Connell, the Silver and Black clearly don't have a QB on the roster that can take this franchise into the future. You can see that. And even though it's a QB-heavy draft, some of the top prospects may have moved up to number 8. So in this week's mock drill, we'll project Mark Davis channeling his father by trading a draft pick to the Bears to select Williams with the number 1 pick. How much would the number 1 pick cost the Raiders? One of the big questions about the number 1 pick in this year's draft is what exactly the Bears would ask of a team like the Raiders. The pick belongs to Carolina, but the Panthers sent their first-round pick to Chicago for last year's number 1 pick, used on quarterback Bryce Young. But Young hasn't had an impact on the Panthers in the standings, so the Bears are in position to have the number 1 pick again. With quarterback Justin Fields playing better here late in the season, there is some notion that he could stay in Chicago, with the first pick being used on Caleb Williams. In most NFL mock drafts, the Raiders aren't going to give up on an accomplishment like that, and it's unlikely anyone else will, not with what's happened to Carolina, 1-13, since they picked Young. Caleb Williams, still number 1 in NFL mock draft? Still, this is a strong draft for quarterbacks, and while the Raiders may have a solid prospect at number 8, Caleb Williams is the pick of the litter in most NFL mock drafts. If you're going to start over with a rookie quarterback, why not buy the best available? And while there's reason for the Raiders to look at other quarterbacks in the upcoming draft, North Carolina's Drake May, LSU's Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams is still the most electric player on the board in the short and long term. Drawing comparisons to Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, the Raiders need that level of player. Thank you for watching our video. Turn on notifications, subscribe to the channel, and leave your like. Help our content reach other Raiders fans. Soon we will bring more news about our Silver and Black.